So last time I showed you how to use Google Form to make an assignment or a task for your students to complete. And I showed you like the big long link that the kids had to either type in or you could post it somewhere where they can click on it. So I'm going to show you how to make a quick website that'll be easier for the kids to get to, then they can click on it so they can do your assignment. Okay, so when you sign in, if you have a Google account through your district, go to that sign-in page. You're not going to sign in specifically right here. I mean, you could make sure you put like the whole long email address. It'll redirect you. But once you're signed in, whether it's just with your personal Google account or your school account that is linked to Google Apps, you'll see these 9 boxes right here. Okay, and this is where you can find your apps. Remember, Google Drive was where we went to last time. Now, you see there's only 9, but there's a lot more than 9 apps for Google. And so it brings us to like a Translate, Wallet, Blogger, Photos, okay? Now, we want Google Sites, which we don't see, so we're going to click on Even More from Google. And look, these are all apps that Google has. Okay, now we're going to go down to where it says Home and Business. So it's tough to find if you don't know what you're looking for. That's what I'm showing you. And it says right here, Sites. Okay, so we're going to click on Google Sites. Now here's one that I already have for this account. So I'm going to click on Create. And look, you can look for certain templates you want. It says like, here's one for a classroom site, soccer team, a wedding instructional, or you can browse right here and it will show you all these different ones you can have. Okay, whether it's schools and education, see there's a classroom site, all these different ones you can do. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to show you how to make a pretty plain one. If you want to go through and choose a site, you can do that. That's fine. You can customize it later. But I'm going to click on Blank Template, and I'm going to call it Sample Assignment. Yeah, I'm going to call it just a sample assignment. And I'm going to, I'm going to see if I can use this name for my web address. Because see, here is my website address. The URL is sites.google.com/site/sample assignment. So I'm going to come down and see, and yes, I can use it. Sometimes it'll tell you you can't use it because it's already been used somewhere else. Okay, and then I'm going to type in the CAPTCHA code. So YALISE. And then I'm going to come up here and click on Create Site. Oh, when I click Create Site, see now it says the location you have chosen is not available. So I'm going to call it Sample Lambert. And I'm going to create the site. Let's see. Yeah, right now since it says it's creating my site up here, it's going to let me use that web address. So it'll take about a minute or two for it to create it. Alright, there we are. Looks pretty bland. Okay. So I'm going to come right here to where there's this gear, and when I go to Manage Site, that's how I'm going to be able to change my colors. Okay, like I can give it a site description or a notice. Okay, I usually don't use these too much, but I'm going to come right down here to Themes, Colors, and Fonts. Alright, and look over here, you can see there are a bunch of different categories that you can change the color and font with. So the entire page, background, see theme, because our theme is like this blank one, it's this ugly gray color, or none, which is so it's going to be white in the background. But I want to go to the far hand right side, and there's this paint can, and I can pick the color. I'm going to choose red. Boom, see, it pops right out. Okay. And then maybe I want my site header, which is up here, to be a different color. I'm going to click on site header. And my background of my site header, I'm going to choose it to be yellow. Bam. And or I can even make it an image. I can make this header a picture. Okay, by clicking right here, I can browse. I can browse all of my files and pictures, but I don't want it to. Okay, I just want it to be a color. Okay, now title. This is what it's called. So sample assignment. I want the font. I can choose my different color fonts. I can choose the size. I can choose the color. So I make it a different color. All right, that's good. I'm gonna make it red. Boom. Okay. And then content area. That's this part right here where your website stuff will be. And I'm gonna make it so the background of my content area. Do I want to make it? I'm gonna make it a light yellow. That's ugly. So I'm gonna go back to white. There I go. All right. And I can make it an image, a picture in the background if I want to. Okay. Now, Sidebar Gadgets. That's this part right over here. So if I wanted it to be yellow as well, see, the sidebar where I have my pages, it's going to turn yellow. Okay, now you can play with that if you want. Just go through and you'll see the colors down here before you save them. I'll have other videos that will show you exactly how to customize your site better. But for right now, I have different colors. I'm happy with them. I'm just kind of showing you just kind of how to dabble in it just a bit. Once I click on save, it'll save it back. And then I come up here to sample assignment and click on it, and it brings me right back to it. Okay? Now, in order to add things down here, you're going to click this little pencil which says edit page. It's going to be loading my editor, and see how it's kind of looks like a almost like a toolbar for Microsoft Word or something, with a lot less features. So before, I showed you how to share that form. So here's my Google form that I made in the other video. I'm going to click on send form. I'm going to click on the link, and wherever it says press Control C to copy. So I'm going to press Control C on my clipboard. Go back to my website, and down here there's a cursor. I can just type it if I want. If I can just hit, I can just paste it, but it won't. It will basically just do the whole long thing. I don't want that whole long web address there. So I'm going to come up here and click on Insert. I'm going to insert a link. And you can do it to a sites page, a web address, or an app script. Sites page basically means if you have a bunch of pages on your website, if you click on that, that might take you to the homework page or the newsletter page, any other page you have that you made in this site. Okay? And I'll have another video showing you how to make more pages for your website. But I want it to go to a web address. And the text that I want it to display is the sample Google form assignment. I should spell assignment correctly. And link to the URL, I'm going to hit Control V to paste it. And then you can say open link in new window. That means if you click on it, if it opens up in a new window, or if it takes the web page they're on when they get to here, and it takes it over and goes right to that one. I don't want to open a new window just in case there might be a pop-up blocker on the computers. They might wonder, well, why is it not opening? Okay, and look, sample Google form assignment, and it's showing us, since I have the cursor on the words, it's showing us what link it's going to go to. If I click down here, it goes away. Okay, and then when I'm done, I'm going to click Save. Cool. So I'm done. I've saved it. Look, if I click this Google form assignment, it's going to take me right to that Google form that we made. All right. Now I want to make sure my website's shared. So I click share. Yep, it's public on the web. If it's not public, you can hit change. And it can be anyone with the link or just specific people. There can only be certain people who have to be signed in through Google to get to it. I want it to be public. So I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to go back to sample assignment. Now you see, like, this is my web address right here. Now if you have one through your district, it's probably going to be even longer. Like after the google.com, it might have your district name, K-12, and all that stuff. Okay, you can write that down for the kids to go to if that's easier. But I like to use a thing called Tinyurl. Okay, it makes it much easier. So I'm opening a new tab, and I'm going to go to tinyurl.com. Oops, yeah. So actually, it's not going to go there. I put that C there. Tinyurl.com. Okay, and I can make my web address shorter. So I'm going to copy my link right here. I'm going to highlight it and press Control-C. Then I'm going to go to the Tinyurl page, and I'm going to enter it right here. And then I'm going to click what I want it to say. See, it's always going to start with tinyurl.com / and I want to call it, these are other ones I've done, Lambert sample. Now sometimes you might try it and it might not be available, but we click make tinyurl.com and see. And yes, it works. So this long one right here is now this right here, tinyurl.com / Lambert sample. Watch, I'll open a new tab and I'll type that in just so we can see. tinyurl.com / Lambert sample. And it takes me right to my website. And Google form assignment, I can click on the link, and it's going to take me right to that one. Okay, so that's how to make a quick website. I just kind of showed you how to change some colors around. Look at my other videos. Check in the comment section to see the videos on how to really customize the theme and add more pages. Okay?